Good afternoon. Okay, we are here on the third floor of a building of ATRIEV. And I would like to introduce to you my interviewee, Ms Carol, okay, of ATRIEV. Ms Carol, kindly tell about yourself.
I am Carol Catacutan. I am currently the Chief of Operations of ATRIEV Computer School for the Blind. I've been with ATRIEV since 1999, but I wasn't born blind. I became blind at the age of 11 due to what we call retinitis pigmentosa. It's something to do with the veins of the eyes. So if you notice, my eyes look normal, quote unquote, but honestly, I can't see anything, not a single thing. So when I became blind at age 11, before that I was studying at the University of Santo Tomas. And when I can no longer read print, my handwriting was going up the sky when I was writing my exams. So my parents decided to bring me to several ophthalmologists, and until finally one doctor from the Philippine General Hospital told them that it's useless. Even with the surgery, it won't. There's no cure for retinitis pigmentosa. So after that, I enrolled at the Philippine National School for the Blind, where I learned Braille. So there, in that school, I learned how to adjust. Of course, before I can still see, so I can do things quote unquote like what normal people do. So at the Philippine National School for the Blind, I was able to learn those things again in a different way.
How are you able, those hurdles, how are you able to handle that emotionally, physically? Yes, because before you were normal, your eyesight, then suddenly at the age of 11.
I'm very thankful to my parents because if not for them, I wouldn't be who I am right now. They are the ones who are very supportive, and they looked for every opportunity for me to live a normal life again. So I went on with my studies, and then I studied at the Ramon Magsaysay High School, where I was integrated with sighted students. And then I went on to study at the University of the Philippines, where I was the only blind student again in my class. So it looks like it's hard. Well, it is hard. It was hard, and it's still hard up to now. But the thing was, my parents have been there all the time to support me. And aside from my parents, I was blessed to have, knew some institutions who have been helping blind people cope with like when I learned Braille, and now that there is technology, life is a lot easier for blind people like me. So it's really a matter of support, emotional support, family support, friends. I have so many friends. I have sighted friends, I have blind friends, and even my elementary friends, I still get to connect with them via Facebook. So it's really putting everything behind and starting all over again.
Okay. Thank you very much. How about the organization where you are now, which is ATRIEV? Because I saw that logo where the blind see through computers. Okay, so I would like, maybe the people who will be seeing us would know more, would like to know more about the organization where you're in now.
Honestly, I didn't even know that I was a part of this organization. when the organization was conceptualized, we owe it to our perpetual president. We call him Antonio Llanes. ATRIEV is his brainchild. So I was part of the organization because they just asked me to sign incorporation papers, and before I know it, I was already there. So in 1995, I think, they convinced me to learn how to use computers. I was adamant at the time because I'm a touch typist, so I can use the typewriter, the ordinary typewriter, with literally eyes closed. So I used that when I was in college. So I didn't even bother to I was that confident to use the typewriter that I don't even need to edit my work. And then when they invited me to learn how to use computers in 1995, I told myself, can I handle that? Is that hard? But they were so persistent, so I did learn, and then what you call it, the rest is history. So I became an active member of ATRIEV, though I am a founding member. I wasn't part of the earlier programs of ATRIEV. When I came in, it's like everything went fast. We started with our programs, we institutionalized computer literacy training for the blind in the Philippines in 1999. We were the first, because before, computer literacy training for the blind, it's just like 1 day, 2 days, it's like just an appreciation course. But when we started in 1999, we taught blind people how to use computers for 6 months. Imagine 6 months, every day, like 8 to 12, that's the first set, and then 1 to 5, the second set. 6 months, day in, day out, Monday to Friday.
For your information of everybody, because that ADOC means APEC Digital Opportunity Center, it was in 2006 when we awarded, is it 2006, 2008? This laboratory, we're in the call center. It's one of the donation that came from Chua Telecoms. Okay, it is under ADOC 2.0. Okay, so I would like to know, Ms. Carol, now that the program is already ongoing, kindly apprise us of what is happening in this program.
We're very proud to be part of the ADOC family, and like what you've said, Ma'am Mercy, this laboratory, we owe it to ADOC. In 2009, it was launched in 2009. We have had several training programs, like our PC operations training we conduct in this laboratory since 2010, 2011. Sometimes we included more computers in the middle of this room just to accommodate students, especially in the summer. And then we have conducted call center training in this laboratory. It's telesales, so it's call center in the sense of salesmanship. We have had 10 graduates, no wait, we have had 15 graduates and 10 of them have been employed. So we're very proud of that accomplishment. And also, outside this room, it's also part of ADOC. We conducted last month, the first PC refurbishment for the blind. So you can just imagine, Ma'am Mercy, blind people removing the hard drives, the memory, the power supply of computers, and trying to assemble these parts again and trying to make it run. Well, we owe it to our Executive Director, Tony Llanes, who really has a knack for those hardware technology stuff. And we're very proud that we had eight trainees, usually parent and blind person team. So the sighted parent takes a look at what the blind person is doing with the computer. So it's a novelty, and we're very proud that yes, they were able to install the software and make the computers run.
Thank you. But then it will be coming straight from the horse's mouth of Ms. Carol. Now, if I'll be the one to be telling the people that the transformation of that impairment into opportunity, it should be Ms. Carol who should be encouraging people with visual impairment that it is not a problem, it's not a liability to society, but rather an opportunity, an asset.